We're live. All right, dance. Hey, hello, folks. It's the Podsquad with Kathy Morrison, Wendy Card, and yours truly, Jane Maulucci. Thanks for joining us today. This is New Bern Now's podcast for November 5th, 2020, episode 164.
All right.
Woo-hoo.
Yay.
Hey.
We're connecting you with the people, places, and happenings in New Bern and surrounding areas. We want you to join the conversation.
So yes. Wendy, yeah, that's me.
Come on, Wendy, to join.
Wendy, come on and enjoy the conversation.
I'm awake. Okay.
More coffee.
Yes. Before we get started, we have a contest.
Ooh.
And to be entered to win, you got to comment on this video during the show. And if there's more than one correct answer, we'll put the names in a hat and draw them at 7 o'clock tonight. So the question is, what president signed legislation that officially changed Armistice Day to Veterans Day?
Okay.
So comment throughout the show. And what's going on, ladies? I haven't seen you in well, Jane, a long time, but.
Well, as you were warned, I moved, so that was a big deal, and I highly recommend that anyone who is intending to move to start packing now and start throwing things out now, because I still move too much stuff. But what's really important is, even through COVID, the Coastal Women's Forum is still getting together. And I think that's important because it's a great networking group. And so their next meeting is going to be November 18th. And that's a Wednesday at the New Bern Golf and Country Club. And it's only allowing 25 people in person. But if you can't get there in person, they're doing it by Zoom too. So it's wicked cool. So you can still attend. So please stay connected with the Coastal Women's Forum and go to the Coastal Women's Forum website, and you can learn more about the organization and also about the event. So that's what's happening on my end of the world.
All right.
Kathy, what's going on for you?
Busy. The Historical Society has stuff. They always have some kind of stuff. We had a great ghost walk. Thank you to everybody who went. And if you haven't seen the virtual ghost walk, you can still do that. You can go to ghostwalknewbern.com and see the virtual ghost walk. We're working on two other things now. First thing is, a week from Saturday, on the 14th of November, is going to be a class at Craven Community College, Introduction to Gingerbread Construction.
Oh, cool.
So you will know how to construct your building. You'll get great handouts with recipes, tips, how to make the gingerbread so it stands up, how to make that royal icing so it glues stuff together like cement. It's a demonstration class. There is one exercise we've set up, but it is a demonstration class. And it will, when you're done, you'll be ready to make your own gingerbread house. So you can, still, even though it's 2020, we got to have fun.
Yes.
Got to have fun. So get your kids together and make a gingerbread house and have a good time. So and if you just don't know how to get started, this is the way to do it. And it's at Craven Community College, New Bern campus. And you can find all the information on their website. It's cravencc.edu and then / AEP, which stands for Adult Enrichment Program. So / AEP. Click on the kitchen and cuisine and it will lead you through the gingerbread stuff. So we invite you all, there's still spaces for the class. We invite you to come to that class. There will be social distancing. There will be masks. There will be hand sanitizing, all the precautions that we need to safely enjoy learning about how to put a gingerbread house together. And then the gingerbread contest itself is a little different this year. It's going to be virtual. Oh. So again, you're going to stay safe, be in your own kitchens and have your gingerbread house there. Put your families together, your kids together, your teams together, but you're going to be in your safe environment. And we want you to take photos and send them to us. And we'll put them all on our Facebook page, and we'll have a virtual display and contest. And we still have two prizes. One will be People's Choice. So we'll have folks voting on Facebook, and one will be judged by our judges who know what they're doing, not me. And so that will be all on the Facebook page. There are no fees, don't have to pay anything to enter, no forms to fill out. Just build whatever you want to build. Send us a picture of what you built, and then send us another picture of you and what you built, so we can see you together. And send them on in by December the 12th.
Awesome.
Neat.
And
Now,
we'll do that.
Kathy, is there a hashtag that you should be using when you?
We do for the gingerbread stuff, we do hashtag gingerbread New Bern.
There we go. Okay.
And the email address where you're going to send all your stuff is gingerbreadnewbern@gmail.com. And you can find all the rules, all the stuff you need to know at gingerbreadnewbern.com. So
All
we're
right.
The contest has its own website now, its own email address and everything. Wow.
That's right. First class. Just
I'm
like we
telling
know
you.
what we're doing.
Yes, you do.
I think you do. I think you've done really well with this. I mean, you're even letting people become, engineers of gingerbread design. I think that's really amazing.
That's right.
Wendy, what's going on?
Let's see. Well, I've been receiving a lot of requests for us to post information about community events and articles to put it on our Facebook page versus post on newbernnow.com, which is our home base. And if you don't know, New Bern Now is an online news and information source. So we put the information on the website and we share it to our social media sites. That way it increases the chances that your information will be picked up in Google search, or, we have thousands of people that visit New Bern Now, and this isn't about bragging, but this is the possibility of being able to reach more of your audience. So if you have any articles or pictures or, stuff about our community, send us an email at info@newbernnow.com. It's not just about Facebook. It's about increasing your reach. So.
It's much broader. Yeah, I'm amazed. I think the New Bern Now is so cool because it shows up in my email box every day and tells me something that's happening in the world, in our little world here. And it's just great. And I know that when I have written things, I've gotten feedback from people from all kinds of places, not just people who happen to spot it on Facebook. So we really appreciate your efforts with New Bern Now, Wendy, because it's a huge boost for our little community. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I just have fun learning every day. I learn something new about our community. So in a good way, not, it's not the typical news site where accidents and all kinds of stuff is reported. So we try to keep it on the light side, especially during these trying times. So, yeah.
Well, it's cool that everybody has access and has availability and can send you information, and you will help them share it out. Some folks just don't know how to get the word out, and you're right there to help them.
Yeah, and if the information comes to us, ahead of the podcast, we try to announce it during the podcast. So there's all different ways you can reach your audience, and we don't believe in using a paywall. We do have supporters that donate or pay a subscription fee. It's not required, but we really appreciate those people who support us, because we couldn't pay for all the Zoom fees and all these other fees without your help.
Yeah.
So
it's a bargain. What is it? $5 a month?
It could be any amount. $1 or
So it's great. It's a marvelous service for our community. It's a great way to communicate with people, and like you say, Wendy, you get to learn such cool stuff about our little area. It's very nice.
Yeah, who would have thought? You know?
Yeah.
We got a lot going on in this neat little town and surrounding areas. You know? Yeah.
Even with things kind of quieted down, we still have lots of opportunities for connection and communication.
Yes, it's really important that we stay connected, and not fall down, a hole and we can't get back up because
Yeah.
things are just,
Yeah.
we just got to keep on keeping on. So
That's right.
yeah. And let's see, do we have
Anybody in the waiting room?
We have, yes, our first guest is in the waiting room.
Oh,
And
super.
Liz, are you ready for us? Let's see if I can.
This is Liz Hartman, who's the Vice Commander of American Legion Post 539.
Hey, here she comes. Liz is also part of the Coastal Women's Forum. I'm going to brag about that.
Can you
Hey, Liz.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
It's great to see you guys. I am so glad you invited me because Kathy, I literally just wrote gingerbread newburn #@Gmail, all of it. I can't wait to have my daughter build something and send it to you.
Yay.
Great.
Cool.
That'll be great.
It's great seeing you, and you're the Vice Commander of the American Legion Post 539. Is that right?
That is true. I do like to also say that it is the greatest American Legion post on the Eastern Seaboard. So if you're looking for a home, please join us. We would love to have you.
All right. Well, we're all veterans here. We have,
Ladies, you're
Right.
not
yeah. Kathy and Jane, Air Force, and you were in the Marines, right?
Yep.
You were a linguist or
Yes,
intelligence?
I was an Arabic linguist. What were
Yes.
you ladies?
She was a corpsman.
I knew that.
Jane?
And I was a broadcaster.
And Kathy?
I was, let me think this.
She
I
was
was
an
a-
officer.
I was a weapons controller. Yeah.
Good to know. Ladies, you need to join the post. I'm going to track you down after this and make your numbers.
Right. So what do you want to tell us about the post?
So we have a lot going on. Our post, it was nice to hear you ladies talk about how important it is to stay connected, especially now more than ever. And especially not just every generation needs to stay connected, but especially the older generation. A lot of times you can get stuck at home and not talking to friends and not getting out in there. And that interaction is so important. So American Legion Post 539 does a monthly business meeting, but we also have a lot of fun things. We do a movie night every single month where we watch a movie from a different combat tour. So World War II or Vietnam or Iraq, we do them all. There is free food, free movie, free drinks, free beer. It is just a really cool way to come out. It is all COVID friendly. We wear masks. We separate the chairs so they're 6 feet apart. There's tables. It's just a cool way to feel safe, but do something fun. So you can bring your spouse. It's just a cool get together. We are also prepping for our Christmas party. This is my favorite event all year. Everybody wears long ball gowns and full suits. It is a fancy schmancy event where everybody gets decked out to the nines. So that is members only to really entice you guys to joining us. But we're always trying to do new things. Any questions you ladies have, I'll answer them.
Yeah, I need to break out that ballroom dress.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Get those sequins out of the closet.
That's right.
No,
Let's
that's
open a bottle of wine and have fun.
Yeah, as long as there's beer, I'd be happy with the dress. So but I'm
If
not
there's beer, you can wear a suit too. I mean, we are inclusive. We welcome all. I'm considering wearing a suit this year. So
Well, there we go. I have lots from the funeral. When I used to work at the funeral home, I have a lot of suits that are just sitting in my closet. So anyway, we're getting off track. And can you let the audience know what the difference between the American Legion and a VFW is?
the VFW stands for Veterans of Foreign Wars. They require an overseas deployment. So boots on the ground overseas. American Legion does not require that. We do not care if you're a woman or a man, if you're black or you're white, or if you were in World War II or Afghanistan. It is all you have to have was honorable service. We do ask to see your DD 214 just to confirm it, but that's it. You're in the club just with that. And we love having new people, so everybody join.
And I have a question. When I was a member up in Lorton, Virginia, they had people, their parents served and they were able to join. Is that the same across the country, or was that just that Legion?
I think there are Sons of the American Sons of the American Revolution also, but I do think there are offshoots. We do not have one in New Bern, but if there are a group of children who want to start that, contact me and get it going.
You're all for it. There you go. Huh?
I
didn't
and we
know
do
if that was-
transfer members.
What's that?
You can transfer from Lorton, Virginia, which makes it even easier. There's no reason you can't join the New Bern Post. We take transfers.
Yeah, I got to join. I've been here for too long and not connected, so it's important, because you're reaching out to all different all kinds of veterans to help them in some way or another, from friendship to helping people in need. So, and you have the March for the 22, right? Is that coming up?
Yes, on
Yes.
Veterans Day, Wednesday, my dear friend Aiden Colon and Aiden is a marketing consultant for Viamark Advertising in New Bern. We will be hiking 22 kilometers from Pollocksville to downtown New Bern, Union Point Park, with 22 pounds to bring awareness to the 22 veterans who take their lives daily. This event will be ending at Union Point Park at 4 p.m. and there will be a party. It is a free party. There is going to be food. There will be drinks, non-alcoholic. There will be music, axe throwing. Barry the Hatchet in New Bern is going to bring a mobile axe throwing. All of it is available to everyone. I see Jane's face. I will not be partaking. Here's me. But it's all open to the public. Feel free to come down and a lot of the Veterans Day events this year were canceled.
Mhm.
So if you're looking for a place to go to be with those you love outside in a safe spot, this is a really cool opportunity. I also want to add that afterwards there will be an after party at Tap That, which is a new bar and grill in downtown New Bern.
Mhm.
They are offering one free beverage to every single veteran and active duty military with proof of service, and then 50% off drinks and food all night long.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's going to be a really cool Veterans Day extravaganza.
That's right.
Wow.
And is that next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday. And the cool part about this hike is all of the money raised is going to American Legion Post 539, but more specifically a pot called Burgers with Battles. And Aiden and I wanted to bring awareness to suicide, but hopefully do something about it.
Mhm.
And when we started really diving deep, what causes suicide? What are the stressors? What's that final moment? There's a million. It's alcohol and drug dependency. It's homelessness. It's divorce. It's losing a loved one. And we can't tackle all those things. But like you ladies were talking about, we can make sure, or we can at least encourage people to have one person that they can talk to every single month so that they don't get lost. And we can ensure that it's one person who gets it, who has been there and who's faced those same demons.
Yeah.
So all of this money will go into a pot, and it will be used to provide any two veterans in pairs, dinner at Beer Army Burger Company every single month.
Nice.
So you
great.
finally have the safe space where you can face those demons together.
It's kind of
That's
like
super.
battle buddies, or
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That's great.
Burgers with your battles, battle buddies.
That's great.
That's awesome. And you also had, I think, the Wreaths Across America. That's part of the Legion, right? The post.
Yeah, so Wreaths Across America is a national program, and depending on who you purchase your wreaths through, it can benefit a variety of organizations. So I also believe Sons of the American Revolution do them, Daughters of American Revolution, VFW. So say your passion is really with VFW. You can purchase wreaths through them as well. And it's your way of helping a local organization while still ensuring that there is a wreath on every single gravestone in New Bern.
That's wonderful.
National Cemetery, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and according to Kevin Yates, hopefully we'll have him on in the near future. They're accepting wreath sponsorships through November 30th. So visit Wreaths Across America New Bern on Facebook for more information. And I think it's a wonderful program, and the cemetery is just it's a great sight to see. Yeah.
It's a beautiful remembrance. Yeah.
Yes, there you
It
go.
is.
Thank you, Jane.
It's a cool way to get your children involved also, to ease them into understanding American history and military history by bringing them out. They're always looking for volunteers to lay the wreaths. And I think the education aspect is just as neat for the little ones as the remembrance.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
true. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, guys.
Oh, wait.
I apologize for all the info.
No.
This is
we
great.
love it. And you're also a financial advisor at Edward Jones, right?
Yes, and you know, it's been a week. I don't know if you guys know, but there's like a major event happening this week. So
Really? What's
yeah,
that?
and it has been a while. There's like this light on me. But yeah, so it's been a fun time to be an advisor.
All right.
Mm.
Well, it's great seeing you, Liz, and you'll have to come
Good
back.
seeing you
and
ladies
keep us
too. Keep
updated.
up this positivity. We need more of it in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
It'll make your job easier.
Oh, it will. Take care, girls.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
see you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Woo-hoo.
Bye. That's great.
Wow, that's a lot. That was a lot. And
Wow. That was great to learn about the American Legion, though, because that's super that we have a branch here. It's an active branch. They're working to do great things for our community. And with Liz as their vice commander, I think she's like one of the youngest vice commanders they've ever had. But she's got the energy and the enthusiasm and the intelligence to just really make everything run like clockwork. So it's great that she's involved with that and shaming us into joining. So, you know.
I think we all, yeah. Yeah, I haven't joined because, you know, in the past, my phone's ringing. In the past, when I was on active duty when I first moved down here, and I went by the post, I don't know how many times. It was only open one certain day at like 7 o'clock. And so things have totally changed with that post since then. So yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, it is. And we have
Somebody else in the waiting room?
our buddy Dobert Owsley is in the
All right.
room. Let me see if I can bring him in. Dobert, are you ready for us?
Come on in.
Do y'all know Dobert?
Yep.
Dobert has his hands in a lot of things. He is the public relations person for Craven County Veterans Council. It's hard for me to
There you go.
talk at once.
There you are.
How you doing?
Open up your
Dobert?
mic, Dobert. Open your mic.
Unmute.
You're unmute. There you go. Sorry.
Technical.
Thanks for the assist there.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. I tell you what, Liz is a tough act to follow.
For any of us.
Yep.
She does a lot for the community. We really appreciate having her as a veteran.
So what is this Veterans Council, the Craven County Veterans Council?
Well, Veterans Council is made up of about 11 different organizations, veteran organizations in Craven County.
Wow.
It's first of all a clearinghouse for the veteran issues. We meet monthly and just discuss things. Of course, we put on two major events: Memorial Day and Veterans Day lunch. It's interesting because it's a group of all leaders, And having been chairman of that, that's a tough group to handle because everyone has an opinion, of course. But anyhow, it's come along fine. Unfortunately, this year we had to cancel our Veterans Day lunch. Previous years, we've had about 175 veterans come to lunch. But because of the high risk factor and COVID, we thought it best and safest to not do that. Normally it's held at Temple Baptist Church.
And
we do have an event coming up, which is become quite popular in New Bern. It's the Vietnam Veterans Field of Flags. This program started a few years ago. And like a lot of things, it starts small. We started with 100 flags. We didn't have enough names because each flag has a tag on it for a veteran's name, their branch of service, and whether World War II or whatever, or some campaign. It's placed on the flag, and then we put it out appropriately in a matrix. The first year, like I said, we had about 100 flags and not enough names, so we actually went to the cemetery and copied names off the tombstones to have all the names filled out. Last year we had over 700 flags, and that was very good. And this year we have 400 already signed up and with notations on them, and they'll be put out tomorrow at 1 o'clock. For anyone, normally the way we do this and get names and on the tags and donations is at Mumfest. However, Mumfest this year didn't occur. So what we're going to do is we have at the gazebo at Union Point, there'll be a static display with flags and name tags and information how one donates. So just stop by, fill out the tag with your information. If you wish to make a donation, it could be $1 or $100, whatever you wish. It all goes to veterans. And then you take your flag and put it out with the rest of them. So it's a very popular thing. We'll leave them up until the day after Veterans Day, then we'll take them down. I might note too that at night they're illuminated. It's quite beautiful. Come out and drive around through the park and take a look. It kind of takes your breath away. And it's a good thing for our community.
it is. It is beautiful. Yes. And what if people want to learn more about that event or the display?
Well, it's on our Facebook, and we've had a couple of nice ads in the Sun Journal. We had a full page ad, which I might mention that the Sun Journal as a contribution to the group because it is such a popular program for New Bern. So it just is after tomorrow, come out to Union Point and fill out your tag, make a small donation if you wish, and all the directions are there for you to follow. And we'd love to see you, and we'll be out there most of the time, and we have some very interesting conversations with some of the folks. I've listened to a lot of wonderful stories about family members. You have to keep in mind that the Veterans Day is for the living, and Memorial Day is, of course, for those of the past. So it's a good way to share and show community support.
Is there a last date that you can go out and plant a flag?
Anytime until we take them down.
Okay.
It's for the community. There's no rules. It'd be nice to try to keep them in some kind of an order, because we have a surveyor that comes out and helps us start them, so we have right dresses to do things in the military. But so if you put your own flags out, just try to be careful and stay somewhat in order.
Rank and file, right?
Rank and file. You got that right.
Somewhat normal during these unnormal times.
Yeah.
But
That's
we can
true.
always rely on the military and our veterans to just keep sight of the target. So, and Dobert, you're active in the VFW and all kinds of different groups. Is there any news from the VFW?
Oh, we're doing fine. It's COVID is an experience for us because it shut down like a lot of our nonprofits, our income. But we put our heads together and came up with some neat programs, which we're we're surviving very well and looking forward to opening back up some of our normal activities. Presently, we have on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, for those that want to come out and do a turkey shoot. You don't have to have a shotgun, just walk out. We have shotguns for you. It costs $3 a round. And you want a turkey or a nice piece of meat. That's 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoons. Of course, our canteen is open as well. We also have a couple of other things going on that are interesting, kind of tying into what Liz was talking about as far as health and welfare for veterans. The second and third Saturday of each month, we have groups come out. One is the New Bern Maritime Group. They build model ships. They meet there from noon till 2. Anyone's welcome to come out that has an interest. And also we have the North and Eastern Carolina Plastic Modelers Group. And they build plastic models, anything from tanks, cars, you name it. And a thing recently we have started is a VA counseling session put on by the Jacksonville VA. That starts at 8 o'clock and runs to about 2 o'clock, primarily for veterans that are coming back from deployment. And that we try to help them readjust to family life, getting back into the routine that they left not so long ago. So that's open at anyone. Last month, we processed, or not processed, but had, I think it was 42 veterans that participate in the program. So that's going very well on Tuesdays. It's a good thing.
You're doing all kinds of great things. And one thing I do want to note to listeners, if they don't know, you're not shooting live turkeys, right?
When I was a kid, I thought that's what they did, but no, they're targets, and it's a 25-yard shot. We aim towards the Neuse River, and we make sure there are any boats going by when we shoot. And it's the closest pellet to the center of the target. So it's really a matter of luck more than anything else. But have a lot of fun and camaraderie. It's a good thing. So that's every Sunday at 2 o'clock, and we're going to wrap up around 4 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. And camaraderie. Yeah, you said it right there, you know, us coming together and you just, there's so many different veterans resources in New Bern and Craven County. And Dobert is the man who is, you know, the majority of things that are going on, or at least you can connect someone to who they need to be connected with. So, yeah. Is there anything else, Dobert?
Well, thank you, Wendy, for all your support to veterans. It's always nice to have somebody we can call for a little bit of help every now and then. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you for all you do. It's great seeing you.
Okay.
All right. You take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right.
So anyone coming in on the trivia quiz?
Let's see. Oh, let's say that again. Where did I put it? Okay, the question. What president signed legislation that officially changed Armistice Day to Veterans Day? And okay, we have Tammy is asking how much. Tammy, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but if you private message us, we'll get you connected. Liz Hartman, to join American Legion Post 539, text Liz Hartman at 330-90. Okay, I don't know. I think there's too many numbers in here. email Liz Hartman .lh@gmail.com. We'll make sure you're at our next meeting and can get you signed up. The membership is $40. And Colleen, hi ladies, looking good. Love you all and miss you. We miss you, Colleen, and hope you're hanging in there. So, and let's see. One more thing about veterans. I did want to mention, if I can find it. The 5th annual Rockin' for Relief Homeless Veterans webcast concert is on November 11th at 7 p.m. And you can watch the concert on peacesoldierband.com, and you can also donate there. And the bands include Tiff and Fern, which are Nashville recording artists.
Oh, wow. Afraid Not.
Oh, there we go. Afraid Not.
I'm glad you figured that out, Jane. I looked and looked.
That's because she delivers words that make sense.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Afraid Not. Yeah.
Classic acoustic rock. Peace Soldier National Recording Artist and headliner Idlewild. South Allman Brothers Band Tribute. And all proceeds benefit Religious Community Services Special Project for Homeless Veterans.
Super.
Right.
Yeah, and thanks to Bobby Herf and the team that put that together every year. And it's usually held out at the VFW, but I'm not sure if they're going to be broadcasting from there, but it's a webcast concert. So
Yeah.
And that's at
So you can get that.
peacesoldierband.com.
Yeah.
Find them there.
You can get that anywhere.
Yeah.
yes.
Super duper. So
And-
again, back to our trivia question. Anybody got a guess?
Pick a president.
Oh,
any
yeah, we
president.
do. We do.
Ooh.
Okay, we have a guess, and Jeff Schultz says President Eisenhower.
Ah.
Okay, we're going to announce
I don't know if I agree with him, but okay.
we're going to announce the answer at 1:50. So
Okay.
you still
All right.
have time.
Super.
Thanks for guessing, Jeff. And speaking of Jeff Schultz, his wife, Aimee, is in the waiting room.
Hey, Aimee, come on in.
You ready for us, Aimee?
Unmute yourself, flash your camera on, and let us see and hear you.
She's an old pro at this Zoom
you
thing.
There you go.
There
you are. Yay,
Hey, there we
Aimee.
are. How are you?
We're all doing well, it seems.
Yeah.
I should say no, really, how are you? Right? As a
Fine.
therapist,
We're
how are
fine.
you?
Yeah. And my
Really?
therapeutic answer is fine.
Fine. I'm fine, it's fine.
Right.
Anyway, so I'm here to talk a little bit, I think, if it's okay, just about this kind of anxiety everybody's carrying around. Liz talked, I think, alluded to having a big week this week with an election, and it's still not settled, correct? We haven't had any
Right.
breaking news or anything like that. So I think a lot of folks are carrying around a lot of anxiety, and I was doing a little bit of reading just about how folks are coping with it, and what some of the big psychologists are coming out with and psychiatrists, and they actually have talked about calling it election stress disorder. So there you go. So now you have a name for what's going on.
I feel better knowing that other people,
Yeah.
going
Other
Yeah.
people-
Will my insurance company cover it?
Well, that would, well, probably not, but
Yet. Not yet.
not yet. But if you get enough of these psychologists and psychiatrists to agree on something, maybe it'll end up in the DSM and we'll be able to bill for it. But in the meantime, I think everybody does have a little bit of this anxiety going on, and some folks more than others. So we're sitting here kind of making light of it, but isn't that one of the ways we cope? Through
Yes.
humor?
Yes.
Absolutely. So
And
I
chocolate.
kind of was thinking too about this election stress disorder, and it sounds a lot like post-traumatic stress disorder, and it kind of sounds like in that same family, but they're all anxiety disorders. And what do we do about those things? And I think one of the things we do is we tune in and listen to a podcast such as this that stays positive and gives you news about what's going on, takes your mind off of that constant news loop that's going on for some folks. So that's a great thing to do. You guys are coping all right, I hope.
Yes.
You know what I did? You know what I did yesterday, Amy, to cope?
If I had 3 guesses, I could try. but who knew? Is cow watching a thing?
It is. I went cow watching with Finn, and I'm telling you, it just takes me into a happy place watching him watch the cows. So
Cow watching.
Cow watching.
Who would have thought? You know,
Okay.
it's like that the old song. He's a girl watcher instead of girl watcher.
He's a cow watcher.
Cow watcher. Yeah.
I've heard of cow tipping. I haven't heard of cow watching.
Yeah, that
cow
was in
tipping is a
Scotland.
sport.
Yeah.
This is taking a wrong turn. This is taking a wrong turn.
Sorry. Yeah, getting distracted. You know, we need those distractions.
That's how we've been coping
Right.
with our distractions.
Right. So we are talking about coping. But what the important thing to point out is one person's coping might not be another one. But anything that you find joy and happiness in, go do it. Take care of yourself. And that the buzzword these days is self-care. So if it's cow watching, cow tipping, whatever, as long as we're not hurting the cows, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. Go do it. Take a bubble bath if you haven't in years. Take your grandkids out and go get an ice cream cone. It's not that expensive. And these places can give it to you. You'll be safe, with our masks on and all that kind of good stuff. I think too, just saying what it is, I'm anxious because of X, Y, and Z. A lot of folks right now, and I think understanding that we're in a collective anxiety type situation is helpful. Say I'm not the only one, and know that other people are going through things. And I think too, just saying, if you're struggling a whole lot, ask for help. If you just need to contact a friend, and I saw Liz, or I heard Liz talk a little bit about, suicide with the veterans, that there's 22 a day, which that's awful. But, Beer Army Burger Company has once a month a group, and just that coming together. So find a friend, call somebody you haven't in a while, talk to somebody who is a joyful person. I think that's a great thing to do. I'm also thinking about some of the hobbies. I remember talking, was it you, Kathy, who was doing a dollhouse? Somebody was doing a dollhouse. I'm sorry?
We're doing gingerbread house.
Oh, well, one of the ladies that was on the show was found their dollhouse from childhood and was fixing it up.
Susan.
Oh, Susan. Okay.
Yeah.
Susan was doing that with her grandchildren. But just those kind of hobbies, building the gingerbread house and signing up for that. Perfect, right? Revisiting a hobby from past years. Just taking those feelings and channeling it into something else. And I think too, giving yourself time to worry. If you're constantly worried all day long, it's probably going to make you just suffer. So give yourself some time, maybe set aside 15, 20 minutes, do a little meditation, just get your worries out for the day. Make a list if you have to, things you can control, things you can't control, and move on with your day. Try to distract yourself, do some of these coping skills we're talking about. And my big tip is monitor how much news that you're watching, how much you're on social. That seems to be one of the big drivers of this anxiety. So I think just putting yourself on a news diet.
There you go.
Yeah, we've all learned that diets aren't for everybody, and a lot of doctors will tell you now that it's not necessarily about a diet, it's about healthy lifestyle and healthy choices and that kind of thing. And I think though we can say that the news diet, nothing wrong with that. So limit the amount of time you're on would be a good idea. And of course, I'm going to shamelessly plug Stillwaters here in Bayboro. We are glad to help out. If you feel that you do need that professional help, reach out to us. We're at 252-745-4510. Our website is Heartworks, nc.org. You can stop by our office at 205 Main Street, right across from the Bayboro or the Pamlico County Courthouse. But we'll help you. And if I can't help you, I'll find somebody who can. We do low and no cost counseling. So if we can help, we sure will.
That's great.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
you always brings joy to the podcast, you know, with your smile and your just positive ideas of how we can cope, from election to just regular, the stress that's brought on daily from, especially with, you know, coping with COVID. And we really appreciate it.
And that's still going on, right? So
yeah.
So we got to stay safe and manage all that while we're managing, waiting for news of an election. And I know, you know, this time of year, people struggle too with some seasonal affective disorder. Right. So, you know, we have to take care of that. Now, on a day like today, please get out, take that walk. Mm-hmm. Even if you maybe are not able to walk, but just get out on that porch or get some fresh air. There are all kinds of chemicals that get released in your brain that can help you boost your mood, lower that anxiety. So, yeah, good things.
Yeah, great.
Well, I really appreciate, Aimee, that you brought this up about the pressure that people are feeling because of the uncertainty, on top of the uncertainty from COVID. Because I know that I was talking with some friends, you know, the past week, 2 weeks, and you could see and feel their anxiety building, as well as my own. But it's just nice to have it recognized and to feel like, you know, yeah, we're all feeling this. It's not your imagination. It's not, you know, something peculiar. It's an actual thing. It's sharing kind of a mental cold with other people, you know. So thank you for
I like that.
The
mental cold. I like that. I'm going to start promoting that.
Okay.
And then when it gets published in the DSM, we'll give you credit.
Okay. It's a Jainism.
Yes. That's a great analogy. And Aimee, did you hear that your husband guessed the contest? I'm not.
Can I call him out?
Yeah, you can.
I call him out and say he probably cheated?
We didn't say it was right or wrong yet. But,
okay, so it might not be right. Well, okay.
Yeah. But,
well, I'm glad he participates.
Yeah, I'm glad he's watching. But I'm sure he just tuned in to watch you. See if you talk about him. No, I'm just joking. He's a good man, and he's over at the Volt Center. So
he is. So the Volt Center's got a lot of exciting things going on as well. So one of those coping skills that I talk about all the time too is, you know, go back to that hobby or what. So if you want to challenge yourself right now to maybe get into a new career or try a class, now is the time. If you've been affected at all by COVID, they have monies available to help you get to school and pay for that class, that book, maybe resources for the classroom that you would need. But you certainly can call the college and let them know that you're interested. Take a look at their website.
Yeah.
And also remember that the Small Business Center is over there too. And that's another great resource for small business people, especially during the COVID, you know, trials. It's a big help. They can counsel you for free, to get your business, you know, back in shape or get you going on a new path.
And also the gingerbread class is coming up very, very shortly, correct?
Right. That'll be at the college campus there. So that's coming up a week from Saturday.
Wow. Yep. Wow. Real quickly. Time is flying. Where is it going? You know? Aimee,
what a great activity though, you know, for a family to do that gingerbread house together, or, you know, or a group, or just, you know, even yourself, you know, you want to go it alone and just do your own thing. It's a great, and the rules are pretty relaxed this year for the gingerbread.
They are, there are a few, you know, you got to do it yourself. You know, don't let, you know, don't take a picture of somebody who won the national contest and put your head in front of it and say, oh, this is mine. No, that won't work. But have a good time, you know, get with your friends, your family, you know, and enjoy it. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be fun.
Fun, yes, definitely. And Aimee, you want to hang around for the question? Did you hear the question?
I did hear the question, and I think I know who it is.
Okay, well, we're going to do the question one more time, allow people to comment on New Bernal's Facebook video. And the question is, what president signed legislation that officially changed Armistice Day to Veterans Day? And we're going to do the joke real quick. You guys want a joke?
No.
Sure. What's the
All right.
Who
joke?
said no? Was it
I
Jane?
said, oh no, I'm so
Oh.
bad at these.
I said sure.
The-
They automatically think I'm the bad guy, Amy. So, you know.
No, no, the jokes are bad, but we'll see.
If
Okay,
they're old enough, we know the answer.
I think it's because I'm not saying it right. Laura, when she says it, it's really funny, or I just look at her, you know, with the blank stare because it just goes over my head. But okay, what did the banker? No, I just need to say it correctly. Why did the banker switch careers?
I don't
All
know.
right, I
Why
got
did
an
the
answer.
banker switch careers?
He
I
needed
got
to
an answer.
change. He
That's
needed some
what I was gonna
change.
say.
That's a good one.
That's what I was
Kathy.
going to say. I was going to say he needed a change.
That should be the answer. She lost interest.
Oh,
Okay,
Wah,
that's
wah.
good. I like that. That's good.
I've got one for you. A bad one if you want it.
Yes.
Okay, here's another one. This is for you, Amy. What did the dolphin say to his counselor? I can't seem to find my porpoise. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's good. That's jokes for therapists. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That was good. That was good, Jane. All right, there's no more guesses, so I'm going to put this out to the Pod Squad. What president signed legislation that officially changed Armistice Day to Veterans Day? And
Since he said Eisenhower, I'll say Truman.
I thought it was Nixon.
I think it's Eisenhower.
Amy, ding, 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 ding.
Ding!
You guys, you'll both be receiving a present. So
Aw.
congratulations, Jeff and Aimee Schulze, for the winner of the contest.
Winner, winner.
Yeah, there you go. And it won't be a chicken dinner either. Yeah, so what else?
Hey, we got the St. Paul Christmas Bazaar is coming up
Oh,
on Saturday, November 14th at 11 a.m. at the St. Paul Family Life Center at 3005 Country Club Road. And there'll be local vendors and small businesses and handmade crafts and baked goods. Oh my goodness. And there'll even be pictures with Santa and caroling. So it's really going to be a great fun event. And of course, it will be safe, you know, exercising safety measures during this pandemic. So keep that in mind. That's on Saturday, November 14th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. St. Paul's.
All
and the
right.
Arts Council is accepting applications for the North Carolina Cares for Arts grant. They want arts and cultural organizations, arts nonprofits, individual artists, all eligible to apply for this North Carolina Cares for Arts grant and to offset business disruption or expenses incurred during the COVID stuff. Application forms and grant guidelines are available on the Arts Council website. That's cravenarts.org. And the applications must be received no later than November the 9th, and give them a call at 638-2577.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Art Walk is November
One last
13th.
word. Oh. I had one last word to remind everybody to get their flu shot. Something
Yes.
I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yes.
I've got mine.
I
Very
need to
good.
get mine. Yeah. Thanks for that's a really important reminder. So, yeah.
Yep.
And Art Walk, you were saying, Jane.
Yeah, Art Walk, November 13th. So 5 to 8 p.m. Put your mask on, put a jacket on, go downtown, walk around, get some fresh air. It'll be good for you. Get to see what's going on in the businesses downtown and around. And Art Walk's always fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, even if you don't want to go out to dinner, you can always go out for ice cream.
Yes. And Art Walk is not just downtown, it's also around town, like the Uptown Gallery on South Glen Burnie and Wine and Design. And I think there's a couple other places.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
There's my coping mechanism right there. Eating.
ice cream, right?
Ice cream, anything. Anything. Ice cream, chocolate, chow mein. Pick.
have you had Two Crazy Donuts yet?
I haven't been down there. I need to be down there and try those.
Well, they're a food truck, I think. And they
Oh,
go
okay.
around.
I'm thinking of the donut place downtown.
That's not there now. They've
Oh, okay.
made a move, but yeah, the Two Crazy Donuts, that's a food truck. That's wonderful. That's great.
Have
We
to
need
look
more
for that.
food trucks. They're too much fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of food trucks that are
Yeah.
around now. So, what
Brian
else?
Cordoza has started one too, and I can't think of the name of it. It's something weird, but he does coffee and cookies.
Oh.
He's an amazing artist.
I'm
Yes.
ready.
Yeah,
And he's an amazing chef too. And a heck of a guy. I mean,
he's a
we
good
should
guy.
find some wonderful woman for him because he's just the best guy ever.
We
And he
need
can
to-
make cookies.
And he cooks. Oh my God.
We need to bring him on the podcast and do one of those, the dating game?
Yes.
You know,
this-
with the curtains.
oh, I'm sure he'd really love that.
Yeah.
But we could do it anyhow.
Fun. We could do it. That would be fun, you know?
Ryan
This is a
fortunately
full
has a sense of
service.
humor, so I think he'd
Mm.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Wendy will say, we just want you to come on and talk about your cookies.
Oh,
Guess what?
Kathy, shame on you.
Well, didn't you say he did coffee and cookies?
Yes.
All right. I'm thinking clean.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not.
How they got her, Jane. So, Jane, have you been doing classes? Any classes lately?
Oh, me? Yeah, I actually did a class in Havelock last week, and that was talking about trying to be a good communicator, which I'm stuttering at right now. But we were really talking about networking. So I was doing that class all about networking, and I've been asked to do another class about Alignable for the Havelock Lunch and Learn, which is a team up between the Chamber of Commerce and the Small Business Center. So that's great. But that'll be coming up in April, and that's going to be so that people can learn all about Alignable, which is, if you think of it the short way, it's LinkedIn for small business. I hate to use the other name, but that's what it is. It's just a great networking tool for small businesses. So check out Alignable and learn more about it. But
Great.
that's where I am right now.
Well, I didn't know what Alignable was until you said it. I've been meaning to get on there and see what it's all about. So that explains it.
Yeah. And it's great because there's a free version, which is all you really need to get started, and probably all you really need. But it starts you with 30 miles around your area. And what's great is you can tie in with people who are in the same business as you are. You can make those connections, but you can also make connections with other people that you should be connected to, who could use your services, who have services that you need, so that you're buying local and getting your stuff locally. So it's a really neat organization. And they're very proactive as far as their members are concerned. If you end up with a problem, whatever, there's somebody there to help you right away. So it's very cool. Highly
I'll
recommend
check
it.
it out.
Yeah. Aimee, it's good for you too. Look into Alignable.
I'm going to, yes. We have a network out here in Pamlico County called System of Care that links all of us providers together. But that sounds like something that would link other folks who aren't providers, but you know, in a local way. That
Right.
would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to make-
I'll have to bring that.
Yeah, make people more aware of who you are. And they even do a weekly little newsletter for the members to say, okay, here's what's going on, here's the events, you know, things that are happening and all. So it's a great tool to use. Alignable is really a nice little tool to use.
All right. Well, thank you for enlightening us.
Anytime.
And let's see, well, are we ready to, what
I
time
think-
is it?
Yep. We're
Don't
past our
worry.
hour.
Where is my page? I don't have that last sheet here.
I do.
Okay.
Where'd it go?
Okay, let us know. Is that the one you want?
Yeah.
Got
All
it?
right. Let us know if you'd like to be a guest or if you have any questions or suggestions by calling 252-259-6853 or send Wendy an email at info@newbernnow.com. And then join us on November 12th from 1 to 2 as we Zoom live on New Bern Now's Facebook page. The video and audio will be uploaded to newbernnow.com, YouTube, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And you can also listen to the show on New Bern's news talk radio station, WNOS 103.9 FM, by tuning in every Wednesday at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And thanks for listening. Have a great day.
All right. There's
Wow,
Wendy's
get it all,
mom.
Wendy.
Music.
Music and seat dancing. Oh, I
Woo. Thank you,
Okay.
guys.
don't know. See ya. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Bye.
great day.
You
Thank
You
too.
too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.